welcome to Flow with Atashi. My name is Nuna Aslanian and I am the founder of Atashi. In today's episode of Menstrual Cycle Phases, Girl Talk Edition, we're going to be talking about the second phase of the cycle, which is the follicular phase. If you've ever wondered what's happening in your body after your period, this video is for you. The follicular phase is after menstruation phase and it's before ovulation. It's really a time of renewal and growth, which I will get into, but this is a time where your body is preparing for pregnancy. And even if that's not in your plans right now, there's still so much happening in your body that we're gonna go over today. Physically, this is the phase where your body starts to feel like itself again. The fatigue from your period is going away and you're kind of getting ready to get out there and have a little bit more energy than you did during your period. You might also feel more social, more creative, more motivated. This is when your body is ready to start doing things again and start getting out there and preparing for what's to come. You might even start feeling this on the last few days of your menstruation phase. So the follicular phase and the menstruation phase can kind of go hand in hand near the end. And that is when you start feeling like yourself again, your energy is back and your motivation is back. Those like happy emotions, the estrogen coming up, it's all working in your favor at this time. So speaking of hormones, estrogen is going up during this phase slowly and progesterone is staying low. So estrogen does a lot of good things during the follicular phase for you. But every body is different, so pay attention to what your body is telling you. I know my body starts feeling better after day 3 of my period, and it just gradually increases in energy and motivation and creativity, so that's what I listen to. And just pay attention to what your body is telling you personally, and it's gonna set you up for a really great rest of your cycle. So this phase is really about growth and preparation. As I said before, your body is preparing for possible conception, and because of that, it's giving you a lot more energy and preparing your body for what could come. And again, even if pregnancy is not your goal, the hormonal surge that you're getting during this phase is going to prepare you for any goals that you do have to meet, whether it's career-oriented, whether you have a business meeting coming up, whether you want to have an important conversation with a friend. Those are all things that you do during ovulation, and the follicular phase is preparing you to be ready for that. If you have any personal projects, if there's any goals that you've been meaning to meet, this is the time to do it because everything in you is ready to take on any task to come and prepare for any goal that you want to meet in your ovulation phase. It's a great exercise, and a lot of women who do cycle syncing really benefit from the follicular and ovulation phase. And of course, they take the other phases to reflect and rest and get their body ready to do it again. But these are the phases, follicular and ovulation, that are the time for women to get things done. And this is when we should be taking advantage of everything that's flowing in our body and in our hormones that's preparing us for greatness for the rest of the month and the rest of the cycle. All right, some self-care tips for the follicular phase. First thing you want to focus on is using the energy for good. You have all this energy in you, you're ready to get things done. It's a great time to tackle projects, work out, or get any new challenges that you've been wanting to meet. Start preparing for them and get motivated for it. In terms of nutrition, your goal is to maintain hormonal balance. So you want to be eating leafy greens, proteins, and healthy fats. Keep a balanced diet so you can keep your hormones balanced at the same time. And this is the time where you can get more active. I know during your period you had to take it slow a little bit, but you can really hit the gym now, go out for a run, do your hike, whatever it is that keeps you energized. If you like going to the gym, this is where you want to focus on more cardio focused, high intensity workouts that are kind of go, because this is when you have that energy to do that. We're gonna save heavy lifting for the next phase, for ovulation. You can still lift during this phase, of course, but this is when you have a lot of energy, and the best use of that energy is through more high intensity cardio workouts during this time. And again, this is just generalized information. If your body does not respond to that, that's totally okay. Every single body is going to be different. But generally speaking, this is when you're going to want to do more higher intensity workouts because this is when your body and your hormones are supporting you most for those kinds of movements. And if you don't enjoy doing any of that, which is totally okay, you can dance. You can do whatever it is that makes you feel good and gets your body moving. You just want to make sure to stay active and keep yourself healthy during this time, whatever that looks like for you. And then the last advice I have for you during this phase is to focus on journaling and goal setting. As I mentioned earlier, you're very motivated and it's the best time to plan. So you want to take this time to set any intentions, do any planning that needs to get done for any projects, anything you have coming up that's important for you. This is the time to set those intentions and get started on those goals. If you're not feeling up for it this month or for a few months, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with you if that's not how you're feeling. There's just other things going on in your body or in your life, which is normal. But again, generally speaking, this is kind of what you want to focus on based on how your body is changing during this phase. Follicular phase is truly underrated because this is what's building us up to be ready for ovulation and ready to feel good and excited about life. I think it's a good phase to appreciate and understand what's happening in your body. And by treating it well and giving it the nutrition, the exercise, the movement, the goal setting, everything that it needs to flourish so that you can be ready for ovulation. And speaking of, next week we are gonna go into the ovulation phase. This is a phase that a lot of women know about and talk about, but what is actually happening during this phase? It's a whole different kind of magic, but we're gonna get into it next week, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed talking about the follicular phase, and I hope it gave you a little bit more love and appreciation for everything that's going on in our bodies during this phase. If you love this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your girls. I would love to hear how you make the most of this phase, so drop a comment below with any tips. Thank you so much again for watching and tuning into this series, and I'll see you next time.